All right, in this video, we are going to evaluate these exponential equations, I guess, or expressions over here. It's just all numbers, and we're going to be doing it without a calculator. So let's start with this first question over here. This first question, I want to start by getting rid of my negative exponents. So I'm going to move my terms to the denominator. So I have 1 over 16 to the power of 1 minus 1 over 2 squared. Then I want to just get rid of my exponents. So 16 to the power of 1 is just 16. And 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Now I need to subtract these two fractions. So in order to subtract them, I need to make a common denominator. My lowest common denominator is just 16. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 4 over here. So I have 1 over 16 minus 4 over 16. And now that I have a common denominator, I can subtract them. So 1 minus 4 is just negative 3 over 16, which is my final solution. Let's go to this second question over here. Again, I want to start by just getting rid of my negative exponents. So for this first one, I'm going to have negative 1 over 3 to the power of 1. I just flipped this upside down and made my exponent positive. 4 to the power of 0, I can just leave that the same. And this is just negative 1 over 6 to the power of 1. Negative 1 over 3 to the power of 1 is just negative 1 over 3. 4 to the power of 0, anything to the power of 0 is just 1. And then 6 to the power of 1 is just 6. Again, I got to make a common denominator over here. Remember, this is just a 1 on the bottom. My lowest common denominator for these three terms is 6. So over here, I'm going to multiply it by 2 on the top and bottom. And over here, I'm going to multiply it by 6 on the top and the bottom. This turns into negative 2 over 6 plus 6 over 6 minus 1 over 6. Then a negative 2 plus 6 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. This is just 3 over 6. And I know that 3 over 6 can just simplify to 1 over 2. Let's go to this third question over here. Negative 2 over 3 to the power of negative 1. And then again, negative 1. So I'll start by getting rid of my negative exponents. So that's just negative 3 over 2 to the power of positive 1. I just flipped that. Plus 5 over 2 to the power of positive 1. There's no need to move the negative sign to the denominator. Now I'll get rid of my exponents. So negative 3 over 2 to the power of 1 is just negative 3 over 2. This is just plus 5 over 2. And if I combine these, negative 3 plus 5, the denominators are already the same. That's just 2 over 2. And we know that 2 divided by 2 is 1. And let's go to these last three questions over here. Let's start with this one. I'm going to start by getting rid of my negative exponents. So if I flip 1 over 5, it just becomes 5 to the power of 1. And if I flip negative 1 over 2, it's just negative 2 to the power of 2. 5 to the power of 1 is just 5. Negative 2 to the power of 2 is positive 4. And 5 plus 4 is 9. So my final solution is just 9 over here. Again, I'll get rid of my negative exponents for this one. So 5 to the power of negative 3, that's 1 over 5 cubed. Plus 1 over 10 cubed. Minus 8 times 1 over 1,000. Then I'll do my exponents next. So that's 1 over 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. You should be able to do 5 cubed in your head. 10 cubed is just 1,000. Number of zeros correlates with the exponent. Then minus 8 times 1 over 1,000. According to BEDMAS, I'll do my multiplication next. So 8 times 1 over 1,000. Now you should be able to do this instantly and tell that it's negative 1 over 125. But if you can't do it instantly, I'll show it step by step. We can divide both of these by 2. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 500. We can again divide them by 2. So this becomes 2 and this becomes 250. And again, we can divide by 2, so this becomes 1 and this becomes 125. So 1 over 125 plus 1 over 1,000 minus 1 over 125. We normally have to make a common denominator here, but because these two terms are the exact same with the opposite signs, note that these just cancel out. My final solution is just 1 over 1,000. And let's go to this final question over here. Again, I'll start by making all my exponents positive. So 1 over 3 squared plus, minus 1 over 6 squared plus 3 over 2 times negative 1 over 9 to the power of 1. I'll do my exponents next. That's 1 over 9 minus 1 over 36 plus 3 over 2 times negative 1 over 9. Do my multiplication next. So 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and 2 times 9 is just 18. Now I want to make a common denominator for all these three. My lowest common denominator is 36. So I'm going to multiply by 4 on the top and bottom over here. I'm going to multiply by 2 on the top and bottom over here. So I have 4 over 36 minus 1 over 36 minus 6 over 36. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. So negative 3 over 36. And then I can divide both of these by 3. I can reduce it down. My final solution is negative 1 over 12.